My dear students of class 8, this is your subject history, and here the second chapter name is Indian Renaissance Social and Religious Reformers in India. From second chapter, today's lesson is there are four topics: Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, second Dayanand Saraswati, third Ramakrishna Paramahansa, and fourth Swami. So, from your textbook, today we will see the contribution of Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar in the various fields like society, like women educations and widow remarriage. Now, the first subheading is social reforms. Here I have written one questions. The contribution of Vidyasagar for education in Sanskrit college. Here are 5 points. 5 points means 5 marks. Some maximum marks will come for 5 marks. Now, point number 1. Vidyasagar denounced caste discrimination, and as the principal of the Sanskrit college, he admitted non-Brahmana students. Point number 2. He was strongly opposed to the monopoly which the Brahmanas had on the study of Sanskrit and the ancient Vedic text. Here, student, remember one thing. That time means the Vidyasagar's times in the 19th century, the Sanskrit education was strictly bind for the Brahmana students. Non-Brahmana students can't study in Sanskrit, but Vidyasagar denied that, and he introduced Sanskrit education for the non-Brahmana students also. Next, point number 3. He was receptive to Western philosophy and culture, and his principle represented a happy blend of the best of the East and the West. So he balanced in East and West educations. Point number 4. He introduced the study of Western philosophy in the Sanskrit college. And point number 5. Vidyasagar's most outstanding contribution to social reforms was his efforts to improve. Next paragraph, next questions are written. See, contribution in women educations. Here are also 5 points I have given for 5 marks. Point number 1. Each point will carry 1 mark. Point number 1. Vidyasagar was a staunch supporter of women's education and helped Drinkwater Bethune in establishing the first Indian school for girls in Calcutta in 1849. Very important objective also. Point number 2. As inspector of schools, he opened 35 schools for girls. Point number 3. Orthodox Hindus that time believed the education for women is not good for society, but Vidyasagar denied that, and Vidyasagar introduced the women education. This is the meaning of point number 3. Point number 4. Point number 3 will be continue prejudice against the education of women in those days. Point number 4. Vidyasagar's struggle to free women from such crippling prejudice proved to be a Herculean task. Point number 5. He was, however, fearless and determined. He overcame all obstacles and continued his struggle. So, women education was not a easy work. It's a very tough work. But Vidyasagar introduced women education in that time, and he went against the Brahmins. Now, students, go to page number 113. The next question is contribution for widow remarriage. So, here are also 5 points. Point number 1. The great misery and sufferings of the Hindu widows in Bengal pained him deeply. Point number 2. He started a bold movement advocating the remarriage of widows. Point number 3. This triggered up a powerful reaction from Orthodox Hindus. At times his life was threatened and he was physically attacked. So remember here the widow remarriage when he started to introduce in Indian society. Here also he attacked from the Brahmanical systems. He attacked from the Brahmanas, but in the help of, see the point number 4, his efforts bore fruit. Lord Dalhousie passed the Widow Remarriage Act in 1856. So here Lord Dalhousie and Vidyasagar together, Widow Remarriage Act introduced in 1856 in Indian society is a very good job for the woman. Point number 5. The first legal Hindu widow remarriage was celebrated in Calcutta in December 1857 with the support of Vidyasagar. So these 5 points for the contribution for widow remarriage. Next social reformer name is Dayanand Saraswati. Dayanand Saraswati is believed, means his main motto was he believed in the Vedas, and he believed Vedas were the fountainhead of all knowledge and contained the essence of Hindu. Here I have given one questions. Note this, that is beliefs of Dayanand Saraswati. Here are also 5 points I have given. Point number 1. Like Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Swami Dayanand Saraswati also propagated the following ideas that is based on the Vedic philosophy and rationalism. Point number 2. Like Ram Mohan Rai, he also believed in only one God. Point number 3. All men are equal. Point number 4. Like Ram Mohan Rai, he opposed the worship idols and performed meaningless rituals. Point number 5. The Brahmana priests were responsible for misleading the people and supporting irrational practices. Now, the next questions from Dayanand Saraswati. The contribution of Arya Samaj in Indian society. Remember students, the Arya Samaj founded in 1875 by Swami Dayanand Saraswati. This is point number 1. And point number 2 is the Arya Samaj attacked, means they opposed few bad rituals in Indian society, that is caste system and untouchability and child marriage. Together this will be included in point number 2. Point number 3, the Samaj, means the Arya Samaj supported and encouraged education for women and widow remarriage. Point number 4, after his death, the number of Dayanand Anglo-Vedic schools were set up, that is full form of DAV schools, and the curriculum of these schools, the best of the teaching of Vedas and Western scientific studies. The last point from the Arya Samaj, point number 5, these schools played a major role in instilling the spirit of self-reliance and self-respect among Indians. Next, another reformers from Bengal. Here question can come, a short note on Ramakrishna Paramahansa. So the man is Ramakrishna Paramahansa. Here are also 5 points. Point number 1. Ramakrishna Paramahansa was a priest in a temple of goddess Kali at Dakshineswar near Calcutta. Point number 2. He did not receive any formal education but had a clear understanding of Vedantic philosophy. Point number 3. His teaching were simple. He believed the paths are different from different religions, but all paths are going to the same God. That means religion are many, but the God is one. So up to one true God is point number 3. Point number 4, according to him, service to humanity was service to God. Point number 5, Paramahansa's simple teachings attracted many followers. Among them, the famous follower name is Narendra Datta. Later he is known as Swami Vivekananda. Now the next reformer name is the great son of India, the disciple of Ramakrishna Paramahansa, that is Swami Vivekananda. Here the question can come, beliefs and achievements of Swami Vivekananda. Point number 1, Swami Vivekananda proclaimed the essential unity of all religions. Not only that, he believed in harmony, religious tolerance, brotherhood among the Indians. Point number 2, Vivekananda believed that Indians were themselves responsible for the decadence and degradations of their society, and therefore it is regeneration was also the social responsibility of every Indian. So here meaning is Indians have to come front for the upliftment of Indian society. This is beliefs of Swami Vivekananda. Point number 3, he condemned the caste system, social and economic inequality, superstitious and ritualism, and urged Indians to act responsibly. Point number 4, he established the Ramakrishna Mission in the year of 1897. Up to here point number 4. Last point, point number 5, the Ramakrishna Mission's aim was to transform Indian society through selfless social service, spread of education and removal of ignorance and social inequality. Now students, this is your worksheet. Answer also written. Just you will copy in your notebook. That is question number 1. When and by whom the first Indian school for girls was established in Calcutta? Answer in 1849 by Drinkwater Bethune. Question number 2. In which year and by whom the Widow Remarriage Act was passed? In 1856 by Lord Dalhousie. Next question. When and by whom the Arya Samaj was founded? In 1875 by Dayanand Saraswati. Next questions. When Ramakrishna Mission was established and why? The year in 1897 it was established. Why? To transform Indian society through selfless social service, spread of education and removal of ignorance and social inequalities. Next questions from Vidyasagar. Together 3 questions under question number 5. Discuss the contribution of Vidyasagar in the following fields. questions. Education in Sanskrit College, answer marked in textbook, page number 112 with 5 points. Women education's answer marked in textbook, page number 112 with 5 points. The sub question number 3, widow remarriage, answer marked in textbook, page number 113 with 5 points. Next question number 6, state the beliefs of Dayanand Saraswati. This is also marked in textbook, page number 113 with 5 points. Contribution of Arya Samaj in Indian society. Next questions marked in textbook, page number 113 with 5 points. The last questions, beliefs and achievements of Swami Vivekananda. These answer also marked in textbook, page number 114 with 5 points. Now students, if you have any queries, you can comment below the video in comment section. Thank you students.